Hey, it's John, Nap on John 100. Hey, all my friends, I just got back from a 4-mile hike in the rain. You can probably hear it outside. It's pouring out, and there's every once in a while you'll hear some thunders. And I had to use a couple of lanterns in here because I don't have electricity where I am, and I just wanted to show you the pack I'm field testing, and I think it's the best overnight / day pack that I have ever seen. First of all, I just want to go over some of the contents that I had in one pocket because I'm just kind of getting them out there. I made the mistake of putting my heavy canteen, it's got so many MOLLE attachments, I put my canteen on the back pocket without making sure that the zipper pulls were down to one side, and when I got back, the wiggling of the canteen had pulled that pocket open, so I'm just making sure everything is dry. Anyway, here's the contents of that pocket, and then I'll go through the whole thing with you. Okay, the contents of that back pocket was my personal survival kit. Okay, it stayed dry because it's in a waterproof bag. My first aid bag, it was damp on the outside because the pocket was gaping open and I didn't even know it. Here, this Altoid tin is filled with fire stuff. It's char cloth and flint and steel. This one is my repair kit. Over here is a roll of duct tape wrapped around a plastic card. This right here is a bug net that goes over your hat. And then this thing is a Stingies Max 2 kit. If you get stung by a bee or anything, you can put that on it. And my drinking tube, and I just realized what did fall out was my water filter, so I'm going to have to look for that on the way out of here, but it looks like that fell out. So that was a casualty to that oversight, which I'll never do again. Over here are the couple of knives I was carrying. That's my bushcraft knife. One of my favorite ones of choice is the Spyderco bushcraft knife. It's unbelievable. And I turned it into a dangler. I don't like the way the sheaths are, so I turned it into a dangler with a carabiner. And then, of course, my trusty Azulitude neck knife. Anyway, now I'll get this out of the way, and I'll put the pack up here. Hang on. Okay, the pack is made by Protec Tactical, and it's a Protec Tactical Assault bag, and it has MOLLE attachments everywhere. The whole thing is covered in MOLLE attachments. Up here, MOLLE attachments across here. I've got a couple of straps on here because I lashed my camera bag to here, but there's 3 rows of MOLLE attachments up here. Then there's a pocket down here, and that was the infamous pocket that opened on me right there, so you can see all the MOLLE attachments. There's 4 rows of MOLLE attachments all across there. There are 2 handle pulls, grab handles, one here and one heavy one up here on top. The mistake I made was I attached my canteen system, which is the one I always carry, and it has lashing things on the back of it. I looped that into the MOLLE attachments here, but the zipper pulls were at the top, and one of them went over, and so it pulled itself open. If you keep them both down here, that won't happen. I've got attachment points here. There's attachment points along here. The contents, that's the pocket. I'll open it now because I'll show you what. It's got a big pocket right here, and then there is a clear panel that's behind Velcro You can open up, and you can put things. I've got a pen down in there, but that's a clear Velcro inner pocket right there. Also, there's two snaps right here and here. There's a pocket behind here that this unsnaps, and you've got another pocket down behind this big pocket right there. So I'll close this up. The zippers are huge, and they're the easiest ones I've ever opened and closed. They just glide, and that was a liability when you don't want to have them up like this, because if they start to open up and you got weight on it, that's what'll happen. So you want to make sure they're off to one side. The zipper pulls are all quiet design. They've got nylon webbing on them to make them even more quiet, so they don't rattle around. Okay. Up here, like the main compartment has a rain hood over it, a great big rain hood right here. Same thing, zippered bag. I noticed I had them at the wrong position again. I will learn from that experience now. The main compartment, it has an internal compression strap right here. The cool thing about this, the end of this thing is it got an emergency whistle on it. I thought that was kind of a cool touch. And the internal compression strap fastens here. I'll just take this stuff out so you can see how much room there's in there. I got a poncho. I've got a couple of huge garbage drum liners, a folding saw. There's a couple of nylon pockets, one on each side, down the sides. This is a bag that's got all my cordage and gloves in it. I've got my fire kit in a nylon bag. My emergency, my space blanket. It's the heavy duty reusable one. It's not an emergency one. It's the thick reusable type. My personal items bag, and 50 feet, another thing of 50 feet of paracord. Over here is that other bag, that other mesh pocket. And then at the bottom, I have my SE5. And I also had a flashlight in there. But as you can see, it's got a huge main compartment with two inner compartments right there. I'm not sure what type of nylon this is, but I've never seen any nylon this strong ever. It looks like some sort of I don't even want to guess, because I'm not sure what it is, but it's not like anything I've ever seen. A huge grab handle up here, right here, and then it's got attachments. Let me go around here. It's got attachments all along this side here. It's hard to tell because everything's green, but it's got MOLLE attachments that get smaller and smaller all the way down here, and then there's a place where you can tighten the bag down here, external tightening strap, and it's got a really cool shoulder strap and pad design. It's some sort of spongy, or it's a stiff material that holds airspace in it. It's compressible, but it flexes back out. And then over here, this panel inside here is another opening that's designed for a water bag bladder, so you can have a water system, which I think I might do later on. And on each side of this really nice padded waist belt, this pack was so comfortable, it's unbelievable, are two side pockets with MOLLE attachments on both, 3 rows of MOLLE attachments on both sides of those, and both pockets are the same size anyway. And there's enough room for, I just dump stuff in here. I got bug stuff, cotton balls. I put a my Leatherman Surge in there. A redundant flashlight. I forgot I had in there. That's why I stuck the other one in there. I wouldn't have bothered. But I was basically just out exercising, so I wouldn't pay much attention to weight. But this was really comfortable, and I had a lot of weight in it, as you can see. Swiss Army knife here, and a compass, a Silver Ranger compass wrapped in a bandana, more cordage, a headlamp, an emergency fire starting. It's a Zippo emergency fire starting device, so it just has a striker and waxed little cotton tabs, and then it's in a waterproof case. It's gasketed. Oh, ever-present regular Zippo. And that's it. It's got great Fastex buckles. It's got D-rings on the shoulder straps. It's just got a sternum strap. D-rings on both sides. This pack is, I'll stick it over here. This is by far the nicest one night / day pack I've ever seen. And oh, it's got MOLLE attachments across the bottom, 2 big rows across the bottom. I don't even think I did this pack justice describing this thing. Oh, I forgot here. It's got, hang on a second. It has another side pocket right here. If you look in there, there's a side pocket in here that I keep my, thank you Dave, really big Monkey One designed grill that I keep in my, it's a pants pocket sheath. I took off a pair of pants that I was turning into char cloth. But that slides right into the side pocket. You can put maps in there too. I didn't put maps in there today, but that's really a nice place for maps. But anyway, I didn't do this pack justice, but I haven't had it that long, but I couldn't wait to show it off because I've never seen one that worked out this well, this nicely. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I sure did enjoy my 4-mile hike. It was up and down hills, and it was raining like cats and dogs, but everything inside stayed dry except for the pocket that was my fault that I caused to open up. But just once again, I want to reiterate that any pockets that have dual opening zippers, you want to put the zippers off to one side, because otherwise if there's anything pulling or pushing on it and the zippers are together on the top, they got gravity helping open them up. So you don't want to ever do that. I learned my lesson today. Anyway, thanks for coming along with me. I'm in my little cabin. I'll just quickly pan around to my wife made curtains out of Realtree camouflage material. And we've got a touch of home. My sister painted that for me. But it's just really a nice little hideout. Anyway, thanks again. You guys have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching. Till then, catch you on the next one.